Stay. Yeah. Okay. Stay. Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Ready. My name means melody in Farsi. So since I was old enough to understand the meaning of that, I already felt like I was a musician. And I started playing the guitar when I was a preteen, when we first moved to Canada. And it was a way for me to connect to the music that I grew up listening to with my cousins and with my family back home in Iran. And, you know, then I just sort of didn't do anything about it. I just, you know, thought that I was a musician because my name meant melody, and I just didn't do anything about it until one day one of my friends inspired me with a song that she wrote herself, and it suddenly looked possible to me to write a song of my own, and that was when I lived in San Francisco. And for the next little while, for the next year, it felt like all the songs that I'd been holding on to all my life sort of poured out of me in this one long stream of music. Music's been a constant in my life. It's been present since I was a child, and I want it to be something that continues to be there until I'm old and gray, and help shape the different aspects of my life.
Have you ever had personal experience or witnessed situations related to alcohol abuse that have influenced your music or perspective?
A few years ago, someone very close to me was struggling with addiction, and I found it very hard to witness how he was sacrificing his mental health and his financial security for the sake of consumption. And it took me observing that and awakening to my own experience with alcohol, and looking at my own habits and how I was navigating my own world. And instead of coming from a place of judgment, I wanted to lead by example, so I decided to stop drinking. I decided to stop drinking for a week. A week turned into a month, and then I realized that I was actually feeling better, that I was more motivated, that I was doing the things that I love more, because I suddenly had space in my mind and in my time to do the things that were important to me. So it definitely influenced the way that I was showing up to every aspect of my life, music included.
Why did you choose to support Grow Still and the Clear Vibes campaign event?
So I have some really close friends who are a part of Grow Still, so I've heard about their mission, I've heard about their vision, and it was really wonderful to see that there were spaces that were trying to create community centered around clear-headed communication and connection. And creating those spaces would have made a big impact for me personally. So when I saw that this campaign was happening and there was a fundraising event, I just thought that it would be really awesome for me, as someone who has chosen that path myself, to be involved, to help in any way for the future generation of artists, of youth, of creators, of the future rests in the youth. So,
in your view, what is the intersection between the music industry and society's drinking culture?
I find music oftentimes happen in places that are open late, that serve alcohol. There's a lot of there have been a lot of instances where, in lieu of payment or feeding the artists, you know, venues offer drinks, and there's just like this general vibe that is promoting alcohol consumption, but it's not just the music industry. I think it's just so normalized in our entire society. Like when we want to catch up with a friend, it's a part of our vocabulary. Like you want to go for a drink. When you're stressed out, oh, I need a drink. When you go to someone's house for dinner, you bring a glass of wine. And I think it's just something that's entrenched in a lot of the different aspects of our lives. And music is no exception. So it's just ever present. So once I became aware of that, I couldn't unsee it. And I really wanted to be in spaces that don't necessarily have alcohol as like the centerpiece of the connection and the vibe of the evening.
Yeah. So I'll repeat the question.
Okay. Should I answer while I'm knitting?
Yeah, honestly, that'd be cool. So in what ways do you support your mental health or holistic well-being?
I really like to read. I like to knit. I like to be in nature. I like to go for long walks with my dog. Music has been a huge savior for me. It really helps ground me and make me feel more connected to my community and to my soul's purpose. But a huge game changer for me has been really not drinking or smoking.
What's next for you as an artist, and do you see yourself continuing to work with causes like this?
I'm currently I'm currently in the process of recording and releasing new music with my new bandmates. So I'm very excited about that. And I've also began growing my network outside of Quebec. So I like to travel with and bring my music to different corners of the country and play in front of new audiences. And a huge motivator for me has been to bring my music to the causes that are important to me, because that's where my heart is the most palpable. Is like what matters to me. I've participated, I've organized fundraisers for many different causes, and it's always wonderful to be able to contribute to causes that are important to my community and to myself, that reach my soul. So I definitely see myself being an active member in the different parts of the community. My goal with music is to have it continue being a constant part of my life and to grow old continuing to play music and just having that as a lifelong journey. So yeah.
That was great. Thank you for sharing your experiences and your stories with us.
Thank you. I hope it wasn't too awkward.
No.
Only the right amount of awkward.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect.
You're a superstar.